Hi, welcome to another episode of Ms. Primosch's art card. On today's art card, I have a very strange word for you to look at. word-ROYGBV. word-ROYGBV? What's a word-ROYGBV? Well, that doesn't make any sense at all. What does it have to do with art? Well, what if I showed it to you looking like this? word-ROYGBV. Does it give you a clue now? Well, have a look. What if it's an acronym and it's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet. Violet is another word for purple. So now does it make sense? word-ROYGBV is a way to remember rainbow or spectral order. The spectrum is the order that colors always appear when light breaks them up, as in a rainbow. When sunlight shines through a raindrop or a prism, you get a rainbow. And that rainbow always appears in this order. word-ROYGBV. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet. And this word, an acronym, helps artists to remember that. Now, every now and then a rainbow will show up in this order, where it's backwards, but the colors still follow each other. Now, it always, you won't have red, green, violet, that won't happen. It'll always happen in word-ROYGBV order. Now, some artists will write it like this. They'll write word-ROYGBV with an I in between the B and the V, and that I stands for indigo. Indigo. The reason I don't include indigo in my word-ROYGBV, I don't put the I there, is because indigo is a tertiary color, and the way I do word-ROYGBV in the color wheel, indigo isn't included. So you can or cannot include indigo, it's up to you. So it's either word-ROYGBV or word-ROYGBV, okay? All right, so now that you're an expert at word-ROYGBV, let's see what happens when we actually put these colors onto paper. So I've got my paint palette here with acrylic paint. And I'm gonna start off with the red. And we're gonna find out why word-ROYGBV always happens in this color. So we've got some red. Oh, isn't that lovely red? And now I'm gonna use only the primary colors. The primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. A primary color is a color that can never be made by mixing another color. They just exist. You cannot mix these colors. These three colors can never, ever, ever be mixed. So the primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. And there, I've got red, yellow, and blue, and that's very nice, and that's all well and good, but what does it have to do with word-ROYGBV? Well, let's find out. When we mix a little bit of yellow with some red, we get, ta-da, orange. The O in word-ROYGBV. The O sits between the R and the yellow. Orange is made from red and yellow. Now, let's look at the yellow and the blue. Well, let's find out what happens. Let's also use the correct brush. So I'm going to take some blue and put it right there. Okay, that's very nice. I'm going to rinse out my brush. Take a little bit of yellow. And what am I making? You got it. Green. I'm going to add a little more blue to my green here. So between yellow and blue we have green. So let's look here. Between the Y and the B, the yellow and the blue, we get G, green. Yellow plus blue equals green. Red plus yellow equals orange. So now, what's going to happen when we add the B plus the R? Let's find out. Let's take some red and some blue, and we're going to mix it together. And what color are we going to end up with? It almost looks brown, but it's not brown. We're going to end up with violet. Now, this violet looks almost black, and the reason this violet looks almost black is because I'm using acrylic paint, and the type of blue I'm using is very dark. So, just to prove to you that it's really violet, I've got a little bit of white here. I'm going to take some of that white, add it in there, and you're going to see that it's very, very clearly a little more red. That we've got a violet happening there. Let's add some more red too. Voila. So, red plus blue equals violet. Or if we want to go this way, since we've been going red plus yellow equals orange, yellow plus green, yellow plus blue equals green, then blue plus red equals violet. So if we did it in a continuous circle, this is how it comes out. So we've got red plus yellow equals orange, yellow plus blue equals green, blue plus red equals violet or purple. And that's the color wheel. So the color wheel, there you go. There's your rainbow order. And if you still don't believe that it's rainbow order, check it out like this. Red. What comes next? Orange. Yellow. Green. And blue. And last but not least, violet. And it's a rainbow. So here we've got a color wheel and a rainbow. And this color wheel comes out of word-ROYGBV. All colors are made from the three primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. The other three colors, orange, purple or violet, and green, are called secondary colors. Now, you heard me mention tertiary colors before. A tertiary color is when you add a primary color with a secondary color. So you might get red, orange, yellow, green, or indigo. Remember how we added the I there? Indigo is a tertiary color. Primary colors are red, yellow, blue. Secondary colors are orange, purple, green. And tertiary colors can be red, orange, yellow, green, blue, green, and indigo. There's also violet, red, and other ways. Just look at your Crayola box. If you've got a nice big box of 64, you're going to find all of your tertiary colors, your secondary colors, and your primary colors. Now to make a color lighter or darker, you add white or black. Black makes the color darker, and white makes the color lighter. So if you want to make pastels such as pink, you're going to add red with white. Okay? And now you are a master at making rainbows. And rainbows are very important in the life of an artist. So I'll see you in class. Bye!